What's up, guys? It's your boy Darskin, and today we're going to be talking about team positioning. Now, I made a guide or a video on this a little while ago, talking about the person to the here. Let me go to my team. I was talking about the person to the far left has a higher chance of getting a third card. Now, if you guys don't know, if you have 4 people on your team, instead of 6 cards, you get 7 at the start, right? On a team of 3, you only get 6 cards. So we're gonna go ahead and go into a match, or well, not a match, but like a stage, and then I'm gonna go ahead and break everything down for you guys so y'all know exactly what's going on. Can we equipment? I've been farming equipment because I'm trying to give everybody HP defense gear eventually. This is still my farming team. Hey, get over it. I told y'all I'm using her, and that's just what it is. Anyway, so I made a video of like the farming video or whatever, and I was talking about how Deanne wasn't attacking as much, and I was just like, why is that? Why? I don't understand. Well, somebody in the comment section, big shout out to whoever that is, they were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the person on the far right attacks more than the person on the left. So I put Deanne on the right, and she started attacking more. I even DM'd Nagato. Big shout out to Nagato. I DM'd Nagato and I was like, hey, Nagato, does the person on the far right attack more than the person on the left? And he was like, I'm pretty sure that's the case, because how he orders his farm team, it's like Blue Demon Meliodas or Lilia. Blue Demon Meliodas, Lilia. These two are like Blue Demon Meliodas, Lilia. And then he has Hauser on the far right, and Hauser generally attacks a lot more. And I've had a couple of people tell me it's the same exact thing with them. And I'm thinking back to any time I farmed with like my normal team, King is on the far right, and King would always use his cards more. So, yeah, if you guys don't know, whatever character you have on the far right is more likely to attack a lot more than the person on the left. Now, keep in mind, the person on the left is more likely to get more cards. As you see right here, I got 3 Valenti cards over everybody else having just 2. So the person on the far left is more likely to get 3 cards, and the person on the far right is more likely to use cards. Now, there's an exception to this rule, and it's card draw, right? To optimize card draw, they will switch up the, they'll switch it up. Like, what's going to happen, right? Valenti is going to use her debuff card, and then Valenti's either going to use her level 2 or Deanne's going to use her 2 cards. And the reason why it would be level 2 is because these 2 fuse. So, as you can see, boom, boom, like I said. So for card draw, they use Valenti's debuff card so that the cards could fuse, and then Deanne used both of her cards. So the person on the far right, but whenever I had Deanne on the left, Valenti would use all of her cards, and then Gother would use his cards, right? Now looking right here again, we have 2 Deanne cards, we have Gother cards. Now we may end up using all the cards in the middle just for the card draw of Gother, right? And like I said, it just makes Deanne more likely to use her cards. It's not guaranteed she's always 100% of the time going to use her cards. It makes her more likely to use it than the other 2 people. So if you go ahead and look right here, we went ahead and just used it used the right 3 on the right side, 1 of each, which is completely fine. But like I said, when I had Deanne on the left side, most of the time she would not use her cards, and I'm going to actually switch them so you guys can see it. So now we got all of these cards right here. Boom, boom. Okay, so as you can see, right, we use the level 2, which takes priority over level 1s. We use Deanne's level 2, which also takes priority over level 1s, and she is on the right side. And then we had cards fuse, right? So like I said, the exception to the rule is for card draw. So anytime they can optimize card draw, the AI, it'll, use the cards in the middle, and it'll make sure cards fuse. But for the most part, the person on the right is going to attack a lot more often than the other 2 people. So I'm going to go ahead and switch them around real quick for you guys, and then you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. Because this is how I had the team. And then I was just like, why is Deanne not attacking? Like, she had like 5, 6 cards in hand, and it was just using like Valenti Gother cards. And I'm like, bro, what is going on? But I keep saying it just so you understand. It does not make it 100%. It is just more often than not. See, look, as you can see, the person on the left, I got more cards with the person on the left. So for anybody that doesn't think it's true, it's been tested. It was tested on JP. It was tested on Global. It is a fact. The person on the far left has a higher chance of pulling more cards. I've done it twice. You know how many times Escanor's got multiple cards on the far left, or my Hellbrum's got multiple cards on the far left? The far left person gets that, and then the right person. Now I might use this one because it's level 2, but debuff. Yeah, look. So we use the level 2 because it's a level 2 card. It takes priority over level 1s. But instead of using Diane's cards, even though she had 3 cards, we used both of Valenti's cards. And that is because Valenti is on the far right side. So on your farm teams, you want to make sure that your main primary damage dealer is on the far right. We used to think putting them on the far left was the best choice, which for card draw it was. You would be getting more cards with that character, but that character is going to be using it a lot less. So right here, we're probably gonna let's see what we use. Boom. Instead of using, because I had multiple cards, but I used 2 Valenti cards into a Gother card instead of using Diane's card or anything like that. And that is because it prioritizes the right person. Now, debuffs are a priority too. If you don't have a debuff on someone, they'll generally use the debuff, which is Valenti's first card. But as we saw in the last match, there were times where I had a debuff card and it wasn't used. So look right here, no debuff cards. Let's see who gets what gets used. Ult, obviously, and then Valenti into Diane. Now they could have easily just used both Diane cards like they did last time, but they didn't. All right, so for a lot of you guys that are wanting to work on your farm team or whatever the case may be, the best setup would be have your main primary damage dealer on the far right. That's just how it is. That's the best case scenario. Talking about 4 units versus 3 units, because I know some people, well, I mean, everybody should be running 4 units, but this is just additional. If you guys don't know, let's take him off, and then do it that way. Okay. And go ahead and get into this match, and I'll show you guys. So we're in the match. Now, as you can see, I only have 6 cards. If you have 3 units on your team, you will only get 6 cards. You won't get 7. You only get 7 if you have 4 units. Now, that also applies if you have 4 units and a unit dies. If the unit dies, you'll go down to 6 cards. That's how it's been, if you guys didn't know. And then if another unit dies, it'll go down to 5. Then if you're down to your last unit, it'll be 4. So that's how it is. But as you can see, I used Valenti's cards again because Valenti, what's it called? Valenti is on the far right. Now I didn't have any Valenti cards, so it automatically used Diane's since I got the fusion on that card or whatever. Which, I mean, it could have used Gother or Diane, those or whatever. But yeah, the far right person, higher percent. It's crazy because I didn't know this for the longest time. But I mean, like, who, if we're being real, right? Who actually looks at their farm, like farming? I don't actually look at my team when I farm. So it's like, I never would have really knew this because, like, if you're watching your account while it auto farms, I don't know, something's wrong with you. But as far as, you know, farming, definitely make sure you guys go check it out. And this doesn't only apply to farming teams, right? Let me go ahead and show you guys. I have teams for like a lot of stuff that I auto, and my characters were not set up properly to do what needs to be done, so to speak. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Deanne back on the right side because she became a lot better farmer once she started attacking more. You know, crazy, right? If you go to my teams, I don't auto with any of them. I need to put Alioni back on here. Give me a second. Alioni, thanks. Not you. Yeah, all right. So anyways, no, if we go to my teams, right? Deathmatch. I auto death matches. I had blue DN. This is how my team was set up. And I kept asking myself, I said, why is DN attacking but Slater's not attacking? DN was on the right. Then I went here. I asked myself. I had Merlin on the right. I'm like, why is Merlin attacking and King is not attacking? King was on the right, on the left. I was just like, why is King not attacking? So you want to switch those over. Same thing here. I had it like this. And I was just like, Escanor's attacking every turn. Demon Meliodas is always last to get his ultimate. Why? And that's exactly why. Now Meliodas gets his ult first. So make sure you guys switch those around to do whatever you need to do. But yeah, this applies to everything. It's pretty cool. I did not know that for sure. I for sure didn't know that. So there you go as far as that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys think in the comment section. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.